You're watching Prairie Wolves basketball on the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
Just about ready to get underway here in the second half. It's all Bulldogs after one half of play, 43-19. And for Nebraska Wesleyan, points were hard to come by. Just 3 players with a field goal in that first half, and they did shoot 33%, but there's the big one at the bottom, Jeff, the turnovers. 21 of them, and Concordia turned them into 20 points.
Yep, 21 turnovers for Nebraska Wesleyan, only 9 for Concordia, as you see. The rebounding battle pretty close. Concordia with a slight advantage. The other key stat as I look here, when you look at rebounds, 11 boards for Concordia, only 11 offensive boards, only 4 offensive rebounds for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Concordia starts with the basketball here in the second half as Morris and the original 5 out there for Concordia. Heiser gets it man-to-man pressure now from Nebraska Wesleyan out of the break after we saw a lot of zone early in that first half. Morris lost it in the corner, and neither official has a good look at it. They're going to get together.
Well, the way things look is that Albert got the steal.
They're going to call a jump.
And she was pushed, but they're going to say jump ball instead.
As neither official had a good look at it, they got together. They didn't feel they could make the right call, so they went with the jump ball. It's as fair as they could be.
Jason Gant, Brian Arvin, and Ann Schroeder are your officials tonight here for this women's game. Done a pretty good job tonight.
Fairly clean game in that first half. Not a lot of fouls. No one in foul trouble. Pites pokes a pass away in the half court, and it's tracked down by Nebraska Wesleyan. So they have 10 to work with on the shot clock. A runner in the lane rolls around and down for Tukolstek.
2 points good.
Just in time, too. Her second field goal of the night. Still a ways to go here. Let's see what they can do here in the final 19 minutes of this game.
Pites kicks it out to Heiser, who knocks down the triple. Kelsey Heiser's first field goal of the game. And just like that, you look like you're making a little dent, maybe playing some good half-court defense in the kick out, and another Bulldog drains a 3 on you. Now pressure in the front court. Stepping through. They have numbers, 2-on-1, left side, going airborne, and a hard foul. Becky Mueller going up and landing on top of Kylie Ashley. Take a look.
Well, Kylie Ashley did the one right thing when you're close to the basket. She took the dribble. You didn't really need to take the dribble when you get it that close, but regardless, she did the shot fake through the contact. Nice job there for Ashley.
Only 2 free throws attempted in the first half for Nebraska Wesleyan. They were perfect, still perfect. As Ashley's in the book. Only 4 Prairie Wolves scored in that first half. She's the 5th Prairie Wolf to score. Rattles around, no good. Pites with the defensive board. Heiser wants to push. Nice pass ahead. Morris off glass left side, no good. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball to stay with Concordia.
That's just great offense in transition. Off the missed free throw. They break that pressure. They quickly get the ball down the floor. Again, the way that Drew Olson coaches is just like his father, Rich, of course, who has been the longtime girls coach at the high school level in Nebraska. And the one thing that his teams were very disciplined in trying to get the ball off the floor, trying to break that pressure.
There's more pressure. Quinn with the steal. Heiser's all alone. It's her and a couple teammates. Right-handed layup is good. Heiser has 5 here, all 5 in the second half for the Bulldogs as it's 48-21. Spin move off glass. Cook no good that time. Cook was the bright spot in the first half. Again, quickly ahead. Heiser has to track it down. Quinn with a great find. Pites kicked it out instead, taking the layup. Offensive putback, no, but a foul, and Mueller at the line for a pair of free throws. They had 10 second chance points in that first half off the offensive rebounds.
And then there's another one again. Take a look at this again. Nobody blocking out inside as Mueller was able to get underneath the basket. And that is one thing that's really been the big difference, is that the number of offensive rebounds in this game tonight from Concordia. Mueller hitting that free throw. But it's about blocking out.
Stacy Beller checks in, a junior from Lindsay Holy Family for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Doesn't matter where you're at on the floor. Find somebody
Find
to
a
block
body
out.
and go after it. Second free throw short for Mueller. Beller with the rebound. Bring it across herself. Diaz to the baseline. Bucher inside. Muscles it up and in.
Nice move underneath. Good dish that time from Diaz. Bucher with a nice post up in the lane.
Deep three-pointer on the left side by Mueller. No good. Trying to show that she can do it both in the lane and from beyond the three-point stripe. Really break the pressure, half numbers. It was a 3-on-2, but Mueller was able to take it away.
Probably not the best bounce pass to take that time.
Morris has been quiet tonight, 8 points. Hasn't really got into the action a whole lot. Pites couldn't handle that pass from Mueller, and it's a turnover for the Bulldogs. That's double digits in turnovers for them now at 10. And a fresh line coming in, and Conahan's in that second line this time.
You know, the one thing that we figure might happen at halftime is the change of defense for Wesleyan. They're still sticking with that zone, the 2-3. And Concordia has been able to work their offense against that zone effectively. But maybe going man might escalate things offensively for Concordia too. That's probably why that Wesleyan's sticking in that zone defense here in the second half.
3-on-2 on the kick out, little jumper, no good. Rebound, Bucher, no good. Battles for it. She'll be the last one to touch it. No, they'll say off of Laboda. Laboda, Conahan, Edwards, Wissing, and Lehman out there for Concordia. It's a good out-of-bounds play. Got a good look, and Edwards got a little too much of the arms of Bucher.
Right idea.
Bucher, a dual sport athlete.
Very good volleyball player. Standout volleyball player and basketball player at Norris.
She can knock this one down. She'll get a blow as Kylie Ashley will check back in. Another freshman. He's out of Washington. That was no good. Tapped around. Another offensive rebound for Nebraska Wesleyan. Bucher puts it on the floor. Had it poked away from Wissing. Wissing, another Nebraska kid. Out of Seward, another powerhouse. So Coach Olson has taken a few players from all these Nebraska powerhouses, and he's found a little something in the lane. Good block by Lehman that time. Edwards nearly lost it.
Wesleyan still settling in that zone as they try to get set up.
Edwards looked over Conahan's way and reversed it the other side. Conahan's only attempted one shot since she's had her first action since January. A little step back by Wissing was no good. Bulldogs not exactly shooting the lights out from three. In that first half, they were 3 of 15.
And you know, when you go against the zone, that allows you ample opportunity to take the three-point shot.
Well, just any shots, as those attempts in the first half, 41 for Concordia to just 24 for Wesleyan.
But they've had drives to the basket. They've had second chance opportunities too.
In the lane, Cook. Or check that, that was Ashley. Whistleyan's going to have to track it down. Now kind of turned into a track meet here, back and forth. Neither team able to really control it. A good, powerful move, as Laboda might have caught a hand to the face, but she's the one that's going to be called for the foul. Is a good move on the right side, getting to the rack. That time was Ashley.
Now Ashley and Courtney Cook, we talked about this earlier. They have bloodlines that are deep in basketball in this university too. Their fathers both teammates, as Cook goes up and draws the foul. Their fathers were teammates in high school and in college. They were teammates at Northeast. They led the Rockets to the 1982 Class A Boys Championship, and they came over here to Nebraska Wesleyan, of course, from Northeast with Dana Jansen as well. And those three were very effective on that front line and guided the Prairie Wolves, back then known as the Plainsmen, to a couple of third-place finishes in the mid-1980s.
Second free throw is good. 49-25 now. We've played just over 4 minutes here in this half. Conahan in there on that brace on her left knee. Edwards against the zone. Conahan puts it on the floor, skips it over Segelke. Lehman's working hard down low. They haven't been able to get inside to her. Now Segelke steps in the lane, puts up a shot. She was fouled. As Carissa Segelke, the 5'9" freshman, will go to the line for the Bulldogs. Third foul on Tukolsky.
Segelke, of course, another freshman that came all the way in from the Panhandle. There you see Drew Olson.
See, Rich is in the stands tonight as well, watching one of his two coaching sons. Jared also coaches out in California. He's been at Creighton, he's been at Florida Southern, he's out at NAI Cal Baptist School.
Well, you look at how their fathers had an impact on coaching. There you see a jumper right to the free throw line from Beller.
Beller with her first bucket of the game.
But when you look at Drew Olson and how he's picked up that expertise from his father, Rich, and of course Jared, his brother. There's a three.
Edwards with her third triple of the night.
Basketball is part of the bloodlines in the Olson family. Of course, Rich had a great high school coaching career at Millard South before coming back down to Lincoln to lead the Northeast Rockets to an undefeated season in 2005 and a runner-up finish in 06.
Good find down low that time as Courtney Cook working block to block, trying to get open. It'll go. Looks like Ashley Kuntz will pick it up. Junior from Blair out of via Omaha Concordia High School.
But now Rich is the head coach at Lincoln Lutheran here in town.
Rich has tried that retiring thing, and it just doesn't seem to work out too well for him.
He's missed out on the coaching aspect of it.
He tried to step away from hoops for a while. He actually coached golf out at Concordia for a couple years, and back in it at Lincoln Lutheran.
He's got a good team at Lincoln Lutheran this year too.
The free throw is no good. Kuntz with the rebound.
And he's an old Northeast guy too. In fact, he played his high school basketball for the legendary Ed Johnson. State champions his senior year.
Risky pass there, able to snare it was Edwards. 11 to shoot, Conahan with it. 9 on a skip pass from Segelke inside Kuntz. Looked like it was maybe going to be block number 7.
Defensively, Wesleyan did a good job. Stood their ground, made Concordia move the ball. There you see the lob pass inside, and there's Kylie Ashley. It's called for the foul. They had him down to 5 seconds on the shot clock.
In and out.
Bulldogs now on the court.
Back into the game. Libby Henschke from Wakefield, the senior, in for Wesleyan.
And number 35, Libby Henschke.
Bucher back in.
Concordia likes to go with those line changes.
And it's not something, Coach Olson, that's what he plays that way pretty much from day one to the end. So free throws up and in. When every once in a while you'll see him pare down that bench just a little bit, but tonight he's able to go almost 12 deep as he's got a 54-28 lead. We'll take a timeout on Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Thank you for supporting Lincoln Cares. By voluntarily adding $1 each month to your Lincoln Electric System bill, you've helped improve parks programs and facilities across the city. Now your dollar goes even further. Lincoln Cares has been expanded to support not just parks, but also libraries and programs for older adults. And your donations are matched by community partners. See how much more $1 can do. Visit lincolncares.org.
All Bulldogs here in the second half, 14:09 left. Prairie Wolves have the basketball, and Concordia still up in that full court pressure. You see Coach Fett in her first season, no stranger to GPAC play, had played some days at Sioux Falls. There's another turnover. In transition, a step through, Pites lost it, and it's still loose on the floor. No one seems to want the basketball now. Morris comes out of there with it. Nifty pass to Pites on the right side. She's fouled by Bucher, her second.
Fouls on number 4.
That's just aggressiveness.
Her second,
And that's
team
just
4.
tenacity right there from Concordia.
Sends number 14.
Putting the
Tracy
pressure
Price
on
to the
Wesleyan,
line.
they force the turnover, they get the ball back, and they take it right to the hoop.
First shot, no good.
61.7% on the year.
Number 30, Kelly Sanchez.
Averages 13.5 points, almost 6 rebounds, has 62 steals on the year. She does a little bit of everything for the Bulldogs. A junior from Hardington, CC. Unable to convert on either one, though. And if at one time, sometimes there is an Achilles heel in this Bulldog team, it has been their free throw shooting at times.
But they made up for it elsewhere. Nice
In the
feed
lane.
inside.
Good up and under move as well.
That's a great post up from Booker.
Booker has 6
feed.
points on the night.
Good feed on the entry pass.
Quinn and Heiser are not on the same page there as Shelby Quinn airmailed that one right into the Concordia bench. You see another knee brace on the sideline there in the background. One of those Bulldog players with hurt knees. The dribble drive. Heiser steps in. Nearly knocked it away. Left side, Diaz.
Again, Concordia not changing their defense at all either, staying with that man.
5 to work with in the shot clock. Got it blocked. Morris comes out of there with it, and she sprints ahead of the pack. Gives it up left side. Pites. She set that up beautifully.
What a pass.
Tracy Pikes.
Bailey Morris with a nice no-look pass.
And that's things like that she was doing before Conahan went out of this lineup, that where maybe she didn't need to be a scorer as much for Concordia. But with Conahan gone, a few other players hurt, she's stepped up into a scoring role. And there you can see she can dish it out as well.
And that's unselfish play too. That's the type of play that you're going to see from a team like Concordia now. A little bit too aggressive on that defensive side of the basketball for Bailey Morris.
She thought she had all ball.
Bailey Morris. Her first.
Just her first. Next foul for Nebraska Wesleyan puts them into the bonus with 12:24, so they have a chance to make up a little bit of ground there if they can get to the line, but another turnover first. They had 21 turnovers in the first half.
21, and probably by this point we probably hit well over the 30 mark.
Morris takes it to the rack hard, had it ripped away. Quinn tracked it down. 15 to shoot. Good idea. Pites wanted to go inside, or Mueller to Heiser, but Heiser unable to go up and get that one. Booker up and under again. Hard to the rack right side, and Bridget Booker's having a nice night down inside.
Every time, give her the ball, she'll do that. Hard foul on the other end.
Good find on the front end of it from Pites. We knew Prairie Wolf set to check in at the break.
Foul on number 35.
But you know,
Her first.
there you see the last replay there, the foul by Henschke. But on the other end of the floor, when you look at Booker, she gets the ball, she faces up to the basket.
First shot's good. Now
She'll look, she'll have options. Kick it back out, take it on the dribble, shot fake, drive to the basket, or take that short jumper. And Booker just did a great job on that post up.
As we said, Booker playing both volleyball and basketball here at Nebraska Wesleyan, so it took her a little bit to get her basketball legs under her. Long three-pointer by Quinn's up and in. Second chance points again for the Bulldogs. Quinn with a three. Everyone's doing damage for the Bulldogs tonight. 60 to 32 through the pressure. Cook shows she can handle it a little bit as well. Booker working hard against Becky Mueller. Slip the pick. Bodies flying everywhere up. And a three for Tukolsky.
2 3-points.
You give her an open shot, she'll take it.
To complete the game.
More times than none, she'll knock it down.
Becky Mueller, kind of a wild scoop shot on the left side. Morris goes up. And right there, look at Bailey Morris, all a 5'4", gets the rebound, kind of feints that she's going to dribble out, reset the offense here, and then look, oh, nope, going back towards the hoop, draws the foul.
For Alexis Albert, it looked like from our vantage point, Lucas, that she probably had all ball that time. But that's kind of one of those calls where it could go either way.
And the complete change out.
You're close to the basket and you reach in, just the slightest amount of contact will get you picked up for a foul.
Morris with 9 points in the night, make it 10.
Second shot is good.
Comes in as the fourth leading scorer in the G-Pack at 17.6 a night. A few more subs checking in, and now a timeout by Coach Olson. All Bulldogs 62-35 here in the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Timeout is taken by Concordia.
Today, you could save a life. Fire is not like what you see in the movies. Real fire is hot and oppressive. You can't stand up. The smoke is so black and toxic you can hardly see or breathe. Many deadly fires are started each year in the kitchen, by food left on the stove, or by candles left burning in a room. So do the responsible thing. Never leave a room while cooking food or burning candles. Respect the use of matches and lighters, and remember, today, you could save a life.
G-Pack action here on a Wednesday night, a doubleheader coming up on Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here. The Bulldogs come to town from just down the road, out amongst the frigid conditions here. The Bulldogs, although warming up, 62 points here with 10 minutes left in this one.
Yeah, it's ice cold outside. In here for Concordia, it's been red hot. They've been on all cylinders. And showing every bit of reason why they are 9th ranked. And they're not even that far out of first place in the G-Pack. They're 3rd, but it's a race.
Yeah, just a half game. Hastings and Morningside, along with Northwestern, it's a tight race. The G-Pack women's hoops always such a tough conference. They've had something like 9 of the last 12 national champions from the G-Pack. Wesleyan against the zone here for Concordia. First time we've seen the zone look from Coach Olson. Goldstein swings it around Diaz. Good spot for a 3.
Offensively that time, pretty good ball movement. Able to go with the extra pass. Somebody took the open shot.
In the corner, hard off the iron. Offensive rebound. Followed their own shot that time. Elena Daberco, another freshman out of Madison, seeing some time. See, followed her shot, came crashing in, and just got tangled up.
That's all about blocking out again. That's simple blocking out.
Free throw is good for Daberco.
First shot is good. Now in for Nebraska Wesleyan, number 35, Libby Henschke.
We've said that numerous times tonight, Jeff. It's blocking out is kind of a lost art. I mean, you see a lot of high school games and these college games. It's not, I don't know if it's not taught as well as it used to be, but you just find someone and get a body on them. It's a pretty simple concept.
But how many people even follow their shot anymore?
Exactly. That was a rare one there by Daberco.
It's one of those rare chances where somebody follows their shot. They're able to get the offensive board and go back up with it.
3 from the corner. Again, that one's hard. Daberco with the rebound. Conahan as we approach the midway point of the second half. Lehman.
And now Wesleyan going into a man defense now. They switched it up on defense.
Dabercow hard off the iron. Pretty good feed from Lehman, and now Wesleyan throws it away. An unforced turnover that time, just too far on that lead pass.
Now you begin to wonder if that slight adjustment will turn things around a little bit here. Still got a 63-35 lead here for Concordia. You're 28 points down with 9:40 to play. So I suppose anything is possible, right?
Saying there's a chance. There's a foul, the rebound. Lehman a little too aggressive coming over the top. Is that what they're going to say, or did they? Yep, and free throws the rest of the way.
Yep, so Kylie Ashley will head to the free throw line. There you see the scoop shot replay. And Ashley, good positioning on the rebound. And Lehman called for that reach in. Now Ashley will step up here. And
1 for 2 from the line tonight.
Kent, Washington, Kentwood High School. That's where her dad, Lonnie, and the rest of the family now reside. Of course, Lonnie grew up here in Lincoln.
Offensive rebound. Wesleyan, second chance opportunity, but turned over. Conahan was in the right spot at the right time. All the way left side. Lost it out of bounds. Wissing tried to drive, but unable to finish. Concordia had 9 turnovers in that first half. They've got a handful here in the second half, too. Maybe not quite as secure at the ball as Coach Olson would hope. On the dribble drive, Tukolsky cut off there. Now back to man pressure for the Bulldogs. 10 to work with on the shot clock. On the left side, Diaz had it blocked and lost it. Coming out of there is Ashley Kuntz with it. Tries a long pass ahead. Good hands, Daberco. Another block for Nebraska Wesleyan. They're close to double digits in blocks tonight.
Henschke stood straight up that time. The right thing you do. You're
Good
close to
take on the
basket.
left side. Will bump going to the hoop. 2 shots coming up for Tukolsky. Cousin of
number 54, Ashley Kuntz, her second.
just a little bit too much there. Cousin of a name you may know in our Wesleyan football team, Taylor.
First shot is good. Now in Nebraska Wesleyan, number 5.
Quite the football player for Nebraska Wesleyan, Taylor Tukolsky. Seemed like we mentioned his name a lot.
This year was a good year for
It was a great
Taylor.
year for Taylor.
Second free throw good as well.
And the second shot is good.
He found a way to get into the backfield. And when he got in the backfield, you were in trouble.
Always nice to probably have a cousin, a friendly face on campus as he'll whistle away from the ball. 1-1 here. I think that's going to go against Ashley. If so, that's, well, they'll say it's on Henschke, her second.
Sends number 44, Elena Daberco to the line.
Both teams the bonus, as you said, the rest of the way. 18 fouls apiece. Henschke gets the rebound.
No good on the free throw. So this is kind of a luxury, the timing of this game and the fact that for Concordia, Conahan wanted to try and come back. There's a nice kick across the lane. That back iron no good. And then Coach Fett wanted that foul there, but you know what? If you box out, you put a body on somebody, there's a travel. You get that call. You don't put a body on someone, you're not going to get that call.
Sends it the other way into Nebraska
And
Wesleyan.
again, there's that line change, Lucas.
Number 40.
When you got talent
Throwing
that
fresh
deep,
bodies at you.
I mean, you could just replenish your offense as much as you want. And that's another advantage, too, for Concordia.
It's a good problem to have for Coach Olson to try to find the right 5 to get on the floor. Kick, we'll get a reset. And stay at 21. Shelby Quinn gets a hand on it. Quinn, I'd say one of the second Quinn to play for Coach Olson. Amber, her sister, had a little more height than Shelby does. Amber was deadly in the front of that 1-3-1 and that full court press. Somehow they were able to get that pass out of there. Another offensive board. Put back, no good, but free throws coming up for Sanchez, who crashed hard that time.
Follow your shot. Sanchez did that. Good job by Sanchez.
Number 30, Millie Sanchez.
Got inside, got the ball, went back up, drew the contact.
Friendly roll for Sanchez. She has 5 on the night. Comes into the contest averaging 6.2, right near her average. Points just coming at premium for this Nebraska Wesleyan squad all year long.
Cook going to be called for the foul on that rebound.
So either way we'll go. Kind of a free throw shooting contest here. The final 7 minutes of this one is next whistle on either squad. We're shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Sends number 34, Becky Mueller.
7:41 to go. Lead down at 25. And I think the big difference here for Wesleyan defensively in this last stretch has been going to a man defense.
Mueller had a free throw there. She had a quiet 4 in the first half.
Second shot also good.
4 all from the charity stripe here in the second half.
But the same old song and dance, though, has been that full court press from Concordia. That has been the dominating factor of this game tonight.
Well, if there's one area as you look at this Nebraska Wesleyan squad, I'm going to say there was a touch.
One of the officials is saying, nope, it's Wesleyan ball.
So they did get a tip in there. But if there's one area, you see, Cook's done some nice things inside and on the wing, but distributing and taking care of the basketball so far, not necessarily the strong suit of Nebraska Wesleyan. And young faces, that's a tough spot to step into. All of a sudden, you're running the show at a much higher level. They have just 5 to shoot here. Poked away by Quinn. Morris comes away with it. 3-on-3. Morris bounce pass to Quinn. Lost it. Got it to Heiser. And again, Mueller crashes hard. Pites goes to the rack. Low reset. 25 to shoot. Morris step back 3. In and out. No good.
Had their chances, had their looks. Let's see what Wesleyan does here. They've gone to Booker a few times.
Diaz puts it on the floor.
Booker's trying to get posted out, trying to get the ball.
Mueller, a little too much hands there, trying to reach around. But Booker's done a good job on the block, sealing off, getting that position.
If you've noticed how she's worked on the block, when she tries to get posted up, she's doing that swim-through technique. If somebody's fronting her, she's able to get over that front.
Up and in for Booker. Got 7 in this half, 9 for the game.
But you think about it. You got Booker, who's a freshman, Cook, who's a freshman.
Both free throws good.
You've got Ashley, that's a freshman. These are just some young players. Again, this is their first year of college basketball.
And the first year for Coach Fett as well. She'll
trying to establish a system.
Got to get your system, it's 2 misses there by Mueller. Hard each time. You got to get your strategy, your system, your ideology in place. A travel, I'd say Booker that time. Just a big drop step.
But tonight she's done a good job on that block. She really has. She's been aggressive every time she's gotten the basketball. And that's what you need from your young players.
Deep 3 by Heiser. Morris, reverse layup off the rebound, no good. And you can kind of tell in her body language, maybe she's a little frustrated tonight. In transition, they go inside. Cook had it blocked that time, and then a foul. The block was by Pites, and then the foul on Cook, and that'll be her second.
And again, that's another one of those things. Turn around, do a little shot fake, go up, draw the contact. So Cook with 4 fouls.
Concordia, number 14, Tracy Pites.
And Pites is quite the player too.
First shot is good. Now Nebraska
got
Wesleyan.
16 on the night. Again, one of those programs, Hardington CC, that when you think Nebraska high school hoops, another power.
Hardington Cedar Catholic up in far northeast Nebraska. And you go up into that part of the state, there's a lot of good programs, both boys and girls basketball.
West Point, or Guardian Angels now as it is.
Norfolk Catholic. Pierce has had some good teams.
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne. Hardington Cedar Catholic.
Now they're trapping on the zone defense here.
Boone Central, Newman Grove, to name another.
And timeout. Coach Fett gets it taken. We'll take it as well. Wesleyan pulling a little closer, still trail at 67-40.
Thank you for supporting Lincoln Cares. By voluntarily adding $1 each month to your Lincoln Electric System bill, you've helped improve parks programs and facilities across the city. Now your dollar goes even further. Lincoln Cares has been expanded to support not just parks, but also libraries and programs for older adults. And your donations are matched by community partners. See how much more $1 can do. Visit lincolncares.org.
Concordia leading the Prairie Wolves 67-40, 5 1/4 left. Well, more Nebraska Wesleyan Prairie Wolves broadcast. February 15th, Dordt College comes to town, and then the Tigers of Doane on the 19th. We'll be along to bring you both of those.
Well, you look ahead to Dordt, especially on the men's side. Dordt is ranked 5th in the NAIA Top 25 poll this week, 21-2. And that'll be a fun team to see here in Lincoln on the 19th, or actually on the 15th. On a week from this coming Saturday.
And then on the 19th, Doane in town, and it doesn't matter what the records are. When the Tigers and the Prairie Wolves get together, it's always a battle royale. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Track. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It's always fun. I mean, look at that Doane football game we had this year with Zumpf getting the game winner in the corner of the end zone. There's a good inbound pass and a cut for Tukolste. He's in double digits now. Wesley in the second half has clawed away at this lead just a little bit. As Coach Olson, who feels that way a little bit too, get his players back on the same page here with 5:05 left from Snyder Arena.
Oh man, Joey! 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 Thank goodness you had a license on him, because I was able to find out where he lived and bring him home to you safely. Oh, Joey.
Many of the GPAC banners hanging from the Raptors here at Snyder Arena. And you see those tournament banners, some of them that you were talking about. The third place finish back in 1985 on the opposite side. The golf champion. Dual membership here at Nebraska Wesleyan, both an NCAA Division III and NAIA institution. So the basketball teams last year, first year they've opted to go the NAIA route for basketball postseason.
Oh, yeah.
So the men in the hunt of that GPAC conference, they used to miss out on the GPAC conference tournament. Now they get to participate.
You think of all the NIAC championships that Nebraska Wesleyan's had in so many other sports, especially in track.
Battle going on there. Finally ripping it away was Tukolste. Nice crossover to the rack off glass, no, but a foul first. A good move on the left side that time by Sanchez.
That's where you need to see more of that. Take a look at this again, Sanchez. Nice crossover dribble down the baseline left side, and Sanchez with a nice take.
And the free throws up and in. 56% on the season. It's 2 of 3 tonight. Good as well. She has 7. Under 5 minutes now. As we talk about those conference tournaments, they're creeping up. Just 5 regular season games left, 5 and 6 for most of these GPAC squads.
Well, think about this for major college basketball. Conference season will, postseason that is, will get underway here in the next month.
2-on-2 fast break opportunity. He has thought about the very deep 3, instead opted to reset. Bucher.
Drew the contact that time, and again, Bucher doing such a good job on the post, facing up. I mean, that's one thing, you know, if you got your back to the basket and you get the ball, the one thing they tell you to do on that block is face up.
Free throws up and in. Bucher's had a nice second half.
She's really done a good job. And that's what you need from your younger players.
If you're Coach Fett, you got to find the small victories. Yes, you're on a massive losing streak here, but you got to keep them motivated. You got to find the bright spots, and tonight, Bucher's definitely a bright spot. Dozen points on the night. She comes in averaging about 10, but doing a nice job against the post players of Concordia. There's a high-low action, and Bucher's there to take it away.
Good defense. It's about maturity, too.
Cook from the right baseline.
Not a bad shot, though. Had a hand in her face, though, but still not a bad shot.
Colsty thought it was off of Edwards. A little more hop in the step here the last 5 minutes. Yeah, Colsty was the last one to touch it there, it looked like.
And I still think that the difference in that is the man defense that Wesleyan switched to. The 2-3 wasn't exactly working out, but they switched man. They've kind of slowed things down for Concordia.
Enough that Coach Olson wants to talk things over one more time here with 3:34 left on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Your life is what you make of it. In Lincoln, some are making it fun, some are making it successful, others are making it vibrant, refreshing, economical, creative, interesting. They're making Lincoln home. So, make it young, make it a family, make it a booming career, make it whatever makes you happy. Make your life right in Lincoln.
(67-46) Nebraska Wesleyan here at home, trying to claw their way back in this one, make it look a little bit more respectable as Concordia got off to a fast start, opened up that 43-19 lead at half, and been all Bulldogs ever since. Snyder Arena.
All it took was Wesleyan to get to within 3 at 11-8, and then it was a 9-0 run, soon to be a 10-0 run, and then it was off to the races from there.
Concordia might want to think about moving their home games here. They haven't lost in this building since 2000. Down the lane, Cook puts it up, blocked by Lehman.
And what's that tell you, though?
Edwards, no one cuts her off. She'll swing it around, work some time here. Down the baseline is Dabrico. The foul is going to be called. And 2 shots. Good to see the free throw ability of both these squads here. Good move to the baseline. Bucher, the help came, but a reach in there on Diaz, her first.
The last 15 times, you go back over that stretch since 2000, Wesleyan has lost 12 in a row here in this building to Concordia.
Second one's good. Back to a 22-point lead.
And Wesleyan has slowed it down for Concordia.
Well, and that's what you have to do. You got to take Concordia out of their system. They want to run. They want to force the issue with the turnovers. But Wesleyan's doing a nice job here the last 4 to 5 minutes, as you said, slowing things down, running some offense, getting to the charity stripe. Up and in. Goldstate takes no time at the stripe there. She got the ball. I'm going to put it in. One dribble. Sizes it up and wastes no time. Both of them good. So many players these days have a 15-second routine they go through, not Felicia. Wissing on the dribble. Kick out in the corner. In and out. Offensive rebound. Wissing, and then a tie-up. It'll go back to Nebraska Wesleyan.
Again, good help defensively going after the basketball. We talked about the freshman. And to Colsty, she's only a sophomore.
Yeah, the youth is here. Coach Fett build upon it, get some more recruits in. Players that fit her system.
If you can develop it, that will turn things around. Good rescue by Cook.
Way to stick with it. Shot clock did not reset as there was no iron draw. Bucher into the lane. Missed that one. Rebound to Elena Dabrico. Devin Edwards, she's seen her minutes increase with the injury to Conahan as well. Tried to go high-low. Lehman telegraphed that one.
Nice job by Cook. Again, getting around the front of that post.
Goal stay to the rack. Right hand layup is good.
What a take from Felicia Tukolsky. And now the Prairie Wolves are within 18. Trying to finish strong here, even though they're down 18.
Wissing all the way to the rack. Had it blocked. Tukolsky. Booker will sit down. Henschke back in. As now you see Royak out there for Concordia. So now you're a little deeper on this bench. Edwards up top. 90 seconds left in this one as Tukolsky takes it away from Wissing. And then Wissing bumps Tukolsky, more free throws.
Now I know you got some of your reserves in for Concordia, that's one thing, but still, Wesleyan is still playing pretty strong here.
For sure. The last 4 minutes, just a little extra hop in their step. Free throws up and good. Tukolsky had just 3 in the first half. He's exploded here in the second half. He's got 18 for the game and another timeout. We'll take it as well. Prairie Wolves within 16.
Hi, Ryan here with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy. And this right here is Lincoln Electric System's fancy new website, kilowatchers.com. Kilowatt watchers. Anyway, it provides one-stop shopping where you can learn how to save money and energy as well as reduce your impact on the environment. You'll find stuff like newsletters, brochures, and energy efficiency calculators where you can evaluate the appliances and heating and cooling systems in your house. So visit kilowatchers.com today and kilowatch your savings add up. No? Really? See you next time.
Some of the students taking in the game tonight is Nebraska Wesleyan making a charge here. Final minute 27, as close as they've been since midway through the first half. They trail by 16. Coach Fett getting the most out of him here down the stretch. Another turnover.
Coach Fett, when the ball was going up the floor, looked like she actually might have wanted taken that basketball away. Hey, she's watching. She's paying attention.
Foul. Morris goes down hard. Stepping in was Beller. Morris with some nifty dribbling, and then the collision. Take a look behind the back, and then just kind of ran into each other.
Sends number 12, Bailey Morris, to the line.
Morris with the right knee in that brace. She sat out, I think, 2 games for the Bulldogs after that Midland game on the 8th. Free throws up and in. Only 2 field goals tonight for Morris. 11 points, so she's below her average tonight. They've held Morris in check. Booker back in. Second one was up and in.
And the second shot was good.
Again, this very young Prairie Wolf basketball team. Again, they're only down 18, but they're showing some signs of life, and that's something positive to take out of this experience tonight. Nice spin move.
Sanchez in the lane. Well, you got to change the culture, and it's a tough process, but if Coach Fett can get her players to buy in, yeah, you're going to have some down nights and maybe even a down season. And there's Morris to the rack, left it short. Rebound to Cook. You got to stick with it, and they've stuck with it tonight. Just hard off iron. Mueller to Heiser on the left side. Gets it to go, and now the officials going to check something here.
See what the situation is.
We're checking with the table here on something. No indication if it's a clock issue or...
Well, the shot clock's off. We're under 30 seconds
Under
left
30,
in the game.
so that shouldn't be an issue.
And the shot was made. So now they're going to put time back on.
You got the thumbs up. They didn't get the clock stopped on the made basket is what the issue was. So an extra second for Nebraska Wesleyan to work with here. Shot clock is off. As it's tied up, it'll go back to Concordia. Another turnover.
And the jump ball
Well, these last 6 minutes, as you said, Jeff, Nebraska Wesleyan really a little hop in their step, scrapping, making things happen. Got back to within 16 at one point. Quinn on the inbounds, 15 to work with.
But when you're down by as much as 28 points, that's quite an accomplishment because it could have been
Steal and a
worse.
turnover to Colste. Going to the rack with 4 seconds left. Doesn't get the call, and that'll do it. 72-54. Concordia picks up their 21st win overall. They improved to 21-5, 13-3. Nebraska Wesleyan now 1-19, still winless in the GPAC at 0-14. Don't forget, more broadcasts coming up. We'll have 2 more Prairie Wolf contests throughout the season on the 15th and the 18th, or 19th of February, excuse me. For Jeff Moats, our entire crew, thanks for watching tonight. Again, the final 72 for Concordia as they improved to 21-5 overall, 72-54 victory. Ben's game coming up next right here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it, and Nebraska Wesleyan University.